What made you want to do photography or take pictures per se?
Um, I guess it's kind of a long-winded story. My mom had like a little digital point and shoot, like you know the digicams that are used nowadays. She had one of those back in like 2006 or something, and we went on a vacation, and she had me like take pictures of the family and stuff. Like she'd hand me the camera to take the photos. So ever since then, I felt like I just had an attachment to the cameras. So it was like later on she bought me my own, and then I kind of just have been doing that ever since. So I'm really into street photography. That's like the majority of what I like to do. That's why I have like this camera. This is like literally the premier street photography camera that you can have. So basically what street photography is it's basically capturing like candid moments of everyday life, mostly of strangers. So I'm not really like asking for permission from people. I'm just out in public taking these photos. Sometimes it'll lead to confrontations, and sometimes it'll be like people are happy that I took their photo or whatever. Some people will want to see it, some people don't want to see it. I think there's just something special about capturing like these little special moments in just like the ordinary, everyday, day-to-day life. For a picture that I'd want to remember, I think I started in like the last couple years, I started going to the state fair and just documenting that. Just because Dallas is like an interesting place. There's not a whole lot of spaces where people are just walking or just outside in general. Most of the time people are driving to wherever they gotta go, and then whenever they leave, they'll just drive off. So like street photography is like a big thing with people walking around, so the state fair is like the perfect opportunity for that. I do have a couple shots from the state fair last year that I really enjoy. There's this one where it's this family, and it's the mom is holding a baby, or she's not a baby, she's like a toddler, and I'm behind the family, so they're walking forwards. The toddler is facing this way, and she, for whatever reason, she had her eye closed like this, and then one eye open. And it's just like the expression on her face and the way that I had framed everything is just like one of those photos where I was like, wow, like I can't believe I took that. But nowadays, I always carry a camera with me. Like it's something that I constantly have, just because there's always things that are happening no matter what. And like sometimes I'll spot things that I think that are interesting, and I want to make sure that I have a camera in order to document them. Something that's been happening here in Denton a lot that I've been noticing is, I mean, I'm sure you guys notice all around UNT, like all the light posts, lamp posts, they always have like new stickers on them, and they're always getting like ripped off. So I've been taking a lot of photos of like the different stickers that I see every day, and some of them have like funny messages, some of them are kind of sad, some of them are just like parties, some of them are whatever. The thing with film photography is a lot of it is failure, because it's completely unforgiving. You don't get to see the photos like I said before. So whenever you get back the photos, you kind of just look through them and you figure out what you liked, and I guess remember like the process of like how you approached taking that photo. Yeah, so like I think of shooting like a digital photo, I think of it as like a battle with perfection, because I can take the photo, I can look back at it, and then I can decide from there how I want to improve that photo. But with film, it's a battle with failure, because it's not until like weeks later that I actually get to see the photo, and then I realize like, oh dang, like I dropped the ball with that one, so I should have done it this way. And then that kind of informs whenever I go out next and I run into a similar situation, I kind of think back to that, like, oh, I don't want to do it the same way that I did it before, if that makes sense. Yeah, honestly, I feel like anyone who's into photography should try film photography. If you're shooting a digital camera, I think it's a very useful opportunity to just try out a film camera, even if it's just once, just to see what the process is like, because in essence, it is the origin of like photography. So to take a step back and understand that a little bit more would definitely help with the digital stuff. I just really love the process, so I would love to spread the joy with anyone who has any questions or anything, and just help anyone learn.